Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the first episode. And who knows how long? It's been a minute.
Probably about 3 months, to be honest.
It's been a long time. We all took the summer off. Obviously, you've been posting on Instagram, somewhat on Twitter, I'm not sure, and somewhat on TikTok. And then obviously the one episode that we published in, I think it was the beginning of August, we did the fantasy draft, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, somewhere around there. But right now, we're getting back in the full swing of things, and it's football season. And I cannot be happier. Man.
I'm also quite excited.
Yeah. Basically, obviously, this is the week one. So we're going to start off with that. And that comes out next week. I think the first game is Thursday, correct? I think it's the Buccaneers versus the Cowboys. Yep.
Yeah, it's a prime time. You got Tom Brady and you got America's favorite team. So
it's going to be a good one. It's going to be an outstanding one. And like I said, I cannot wait for football to be fully back. Obviously, I've went to one game already. It was a preseason game against the Bills. It was awesome. It was a blast.
Yeah. By the way, the Lions lost that game at the last second because they suck.
Always, had to leave early because I already knew that we were going to lose. Traffic downtown Detroit that night was kind of bad.
I was also downtown Detroit that night for the Tigers game.
Yep. And traffic was pretty bad down there. I think you have to agree with me on that one, especially leaving and getting down there. Parking was an absolute hell too. I had to pay $35 for parking.
That was a crapshoot.
Yeah, I had to pay $35 for parking, and I parked 7 blocks away from the Lions Stadium. Not a fun time.
No, agreed.
And then Miguel hits it. But guess what? We're not talking about baseball. We're talking about football. I think we should just get right into it. Hunter is not here on the show tonight. He had to work. So he sent me all of his predictions on who he thinks is going to win. It's kind of going to work like how our NBA playoffs prediction works. Let's say me and Gavin both pick the Bills and Hunter picks the Steelers. Obviously, the Bills are going to win and they're going to be the favorite to win this week. All right. I think that's the easiest way to describe it. Let me pull up Hunter's predictions. And I think we should start off with one of many of the games of the week, and the Bills versus the Steelers.
Bills versus Steelers.
Yes.
Who's going first? Do you want me to go first?
You got it first because I got to find his predictions really quick. Hold on.
Fair enough. I think the Bills win this one. It's going to be a close game. My prediction, 28-20, Bills. Where's this game played at?
Buffalo. So you can see Holmes on the right, Away's on the left.
Oh, all right. I got
and then your primetime game says SU and TH.
All right. So Bills obviously going to win this one. Don't know what the score will be. They have Josh Allen and they have Stephon Diggs. They also have some running back. I think his name's Zach Moss, if I'm not mistaken. He's pretty good too.
Yeah.
But the Bills just don't lose at home. It's like almost impossible to lose in Buffalo at home. You got Bills Mafia jumping through tables that are lit on fire, and you have Juju on that beat dancing on the logo. I mean, the Bills are going to win this football game.
I mean, I 100% agree with you. I think the Bills, honestly, I wouldn't say blowout, but I think it's going to be a 20-point game. I think Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs are going to step on the gas game one, and they're going to prove themselves in front of the best defense in the NFL, in my opinion.
That's a bold take.
I know it is a bold take. I'm going to go 40-20. I think it's just going to be a simple score by 10s, 40-20. I also think the Steelers can score a little bit more. I think that is possible. And I also think that the Bills can score a little bit less. But my prediction right now is 40-20 Bills win. Hunter did not give us the scores. I didn't know that we were going to be going through that. But he also says the Bills beat the Steelers in week one. So favored here are the Bills to win the game. Oh, God. Look at
Number
the next
two,
game.
The toilet bowl of week one. It is the massage parlor, however you say it, Texans versus Urban Meyer's vaccine-approved Jacksonville Jaguars, led by Jesus Tim Tebow, who was in the preseason with them.
And now he's on First Take. But
yep, and doing awesome. 3 games for college shows. All right, Lucas, I'll let you pick here first.
All right. I think we know where I'm going with this one. In my opinion, this is the worst football team I think I've ever seen. Especially, don't get me wrong, Tyrod Taylor's not a bad QB. I don't want to say that by any means. I think he's not starter caliber like, let's say, Baker Mayfield, Dak Prescott, like that level. But I still think he's like a Carson Wentz type of guy who can still get stuff done, but he's not going to produce at the level as Baker Mayfield or Dak Prescott or some of those guys. I don't think Philip Lindsay will produce as much as certain running backs in the league. I think he's good. But moral of the story, I'm going to go Jacksonville. I think Lawrence will get his first career win. He'll get a taste of it. In my opinion, though, I don't think either defense is good, and I don't think either offense is outstanding. I think the Jacksonville does obviously have the upper hand. In this score, I'm going to go 14-10. Very, very low scoring game.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I also agree with your pick there. Jacksonville will win this football game. Trevor Lawrence will get off to a good start to start his career by facing the worst NFL team in almost past decade. So that'd be a good start to a career, I would say. If they had Travis Etienne, this is a 20-point win. But they don't have Travis Etienne. So my prediction is 31-28. Jacksonville wins this football game in close fashion because Trevor Lawrence, in my opinion, is very, very clutch.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that. And it looks like Hunter does too, as he is the Jacksonville Jaguars beating the Tennessee Titans. And also to touch up on your idea on Travis Etienne being out. I don't think James Robinson is a bad running back at all. I think I honestly think he's a stud and I love him.
Yeah.
Just due to the fact of all the load is going to be on him. Like last year really wasn't bad. Who was the even starting quarterback? It was Minshew Mania.
Gardner Minshew, yep.
Yes. So
Minshew.
Yes. And the offense was kind of ran through him. I wouldn't say like fully, obviously James Robinson had most of the load, but with this, you don't know how Trevor Lawrence is going to be. So I think they're going to fall in the run game a little bit more heavier this year because they don't know what they're getting into. And especially with the way that Urban Meyer likes to run his offenses, it's always going to be run first. It's the way that it was in Ohio State. First down, you are running straight down the gut or it's a play action pass. And I think Trevor Lawrence can exceed with that, but it's going to take time throughout the first season and second season as well. Jaguars win the football game against the Titans.
I agree with you. I would just like to make a PSA real quick. Georgia has beat Clemson 10-3. That is official. And that is the first AP top 5 matchup between two teams where neither offense scored a touchdown.
Wow.
Fun fact.
And then what? Didn't Clemson streak? I think it was like 144 games that they scored like in the first quarter and they snapped a streak or something like that.
Yeah. How about scoring a touchdown? That's
touchdown. Yeah.
All right, back to topic though. About Travis Etienne. What?
I said back to the NFL.
Travis Etienne, my opinion on him, I absolutely hate it. I literally took him in my fantasy team. He was going to be like my second running back, and then I had to cut him. So yeah, that's a sad.
It's sad. Speaking about Clemson, that's where Travis Etienne came, and same thing as Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
But I think we should move on to the next week, which in my opinion is going to most likely be the game of the year. That's
is this a Sunday night football game?
This is is it? I think this might be a 45. Yeah, no, it's going to be a 425 game.
Why would you not make that Monday or Sunday night football?
I don't know, because clearly they have the Bears playing on Sunday night football against the Rams, which makes completely no sense. I like the Rams in Sunday night football. Like, let's say they scheduled like the Chiefs and the Rams, like a rematch of that one year. Like I would have understood that. But like, come on, the Browns and the Chiefs, my opinion, this is going to be the game of the year.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good game. In my opinion, will most definitely be different than Lucas's here.
Really?
Really, 100%. I already know where you're going with it. I'm going the complete opposite way.
Okay. Do you want to start off then, or do you want me to?
I'll start off. I got Baker Mayfield's Browns winning this game at Arrowhead, 21-10. They shut down them. I don't know. I just feel very confident in the offense. Nick Chubb will go off. He will have 2 touchdowns and run for 157 yards on 14 carries. That's all I got to say. And Juice is back. Odell is back. They have 2 stud wide receivers. Baker Mayfield can roam around. I understand Patrick Mahomes, Frogman, whatever you want to call him, is very good. Tyreek Hill is very fast. Travis Kelce is very good. Their offensive line is quite stud. But, I mean, I just feel like the Browns win this football game and handily. They don't win it by 1 score.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go with you on that too. I had the Browns picking the Browns in this from the beginning. But we also do have a shakeup right here. Before I get my opinion out, I would like to say Hunter did pick the Chiefs over the Browns this week. I don't know what his score prediction was, but I'm 100% going to go with you. I think the Browns defense shuts down Patrick Mahomes game 1, but I do think the Browns are going to score an extra touchdown. I think it's going to be 28-10 or 28-13, something like that. In my opinion, I think Baker Mayfield's a top 10 quarterback. You have to look at this. They went 0-16, and then what was it, like 1-15, 0-16 back-to-back years, and then Baker Mayfield comes in and makes them a playoff team.
Yeah,
magic. He's a top 10 quarterback in the league without a doubt. He is 100%. A stud.
It did help that they brought in Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham Jr. along with it.
Of course.
He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, and then especially the two-headed monster between Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, I think this team's going to go outstanding. And personally, in my opinion, the Browns are my Super Bowl pick this year for the AFC. I wouldn't say – I'm not going to say they're going to win it, but in my opinion, I think the Browns are going to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
So
that's a bold take.
I'm just saying. Browns versus Chiefs, the majority votes with the Browns. Moving on to another division for – I think, this is going to be our second divisional matchup after the Jaguars versus Texans game. Dolphins versus Patriots. Two young buck quarterbacks looking to prove that they're good. And, who do you want to go first, me or you? Because I think you go first last.
You can go first.
I'm telling you right off the gate, Mac Jones wins his first ever game. In the
NFL. Dude, me and you are 5 for 5 or 4 for 4 with the same picks here.
Patriots win this football game, and it's going to be by a landslide. Trust me on that, by a landslide. They are going to shut Tua down from first quarter to fourth, from whistle to whistle, and I think Mac Jones throws for 350 yards on this Dolphins defense.
Wow.
I read something crazy earlier. I was reading through articles. I was bored at work, sitting on my butt because there was nothing to do. And I read that Mac Jones was teaching Cam Newton the playbook. I thought that was insane. And then I looked at a couple other sources and they all were saying it. I think JPA Football on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, shout out to them, by the way, one of the greatest football coverage on Instagram, in my opinion. I think they were the first ones to post it. And then I just seen it on Instagram and I had to go read articles because I thought it was complete and utter BS. And then I look at it, I'm like, whoa, Patriots win this game.
I don't think they win it by a landslide. I agree with you. They win the football game, but at Foxborough is the only reason why they win. I think Tua will come out of his shell this season, and he's going to play phenomenal. But really? Just in Foxborough, first game of the season, first time having a rookie quarterback under Belichick ever in Belichick's 85-year coaching career, having a rookie quarterback start. So, I got the Patriots in this one, but it's probably a 24-23 type game where they kick it up at the last minute and it's good.
All right, I can see that. Personally, for my score prediction, I'm going to go with the Patriots 24 to I'm probably going to say 24-13 Patriots.
All right.
I think Myles Gasket's going to be absolutely outstanding for them, and it looks to be, hold on, I have to see. Hunter also did pick the Patriots over the Dolphins as this one. Majority rules 3-0. Patriots win the football game.
All right. This one, I know I'm not going to please too many fans of Locker Room Media because probably a lot of you like to play Madden. And you guys like to pass the ball and not actually pass it and just hold down R2 and just run. So give me the Raiders. Raider Nation
first
will come out.
Upset.
Absolutely. Upset in Vegas. Big game. Fans allowed.
First also Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football. John Gruden, very good coach. They had a down year a little bit last year, and they still almost made the playoffs. I believe it was 7-9 or 8-8, one of those two.
Yeah,
they didn't make it, but they almost did. Very up and coming team. Henry Ruggs is a very good receiver. Derek Carr, if Derek Carr plays to his potential, he's one of the best QBs in the NFL. But he doesn't play to his potential half the games of the year. So, but I still like the Raiders in this game.
The Raiders.
And I like it, a classic Monday Night Football score of 28-24.
Okay. I like the matchup, Monday Night Football, the first one of the year. Ravens versus Raiders. I feel like both teams are classic in the NFL. I wouldn't say the Ravens as much. I think the Raiders are. And obviously, this is their first game at home playing with fans, which is
Yeah,
awesome.
in Vegas. In Vegas.
Like I said, which is 100% awesome. I love that fans are back. I'm going to go opposite with you, and so is Hunter. I'm personally picking the Ravens, and so is he. I just don't think the Raiders are that good.
I would say the spread for this game is probably like plus 9.5 in the Raiders. So, I mean, if I was a betting man, I would take the Raiders. I wouldn't take them outright necessarily because I still think the Ravens could find a way to pull off this game. But I would definitely, if I was a betting man, I'm only 15, so I can't be a betting man. But I would take the Raiders in this game.
I'm going to go with the Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson, I don't think he's going to prove his arm strength this year. I think it's going to be more run heavy due to the fact of J.K. Dobbins did unfortunately tear his ACL, which is a big time hurt for the rest of the team. But I think they're going to have to run through Lamar this year and fully just use his legs. I obviously think a lot of passing attack will be used due to the fact that they don't really have a running back other than Gus Edwards. And don't get me wrong, he's a good running back, but I think he's more used on the goal line just to punch the ball in. You know, J.K. Dobbins was that guy who's a 1st and 10, you're at the 25. Screw it, let's run a run play right up the middle, and he's going to grab you 9 to 13 yards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's another reason why I did pick the Raiders in this game, because I feel like the Ravens will have it down here because they do not have a solidified running back.
I mean,
Gus Johnson's very good, but he's like almost a fullback type of guy.
Yeah.
Like you need a speedy, like a Saquon Barkley type kid, or even Derrick Henry. He's a little bit beefier, but he'll run you. You need a guy that grit and grind football.
Yeah, you're going to give him the ball, and he's going to run with his head down. He's going to destroy everybody in his path or juke everybody in his path to get to said end zone. Like I said, Gus Edwards is a good running back. I just think he's more of a goal line, like you were saying, type of fullback type player. You know, he's there to punch the ball more rather than J.K. Dobbins, who's there just to get catch out of the backfield, little dump down pass, or get you 10 yards on a play. I think I take the Ravens here, and majority rules the Ravens are going to win this football game. But I also do like you saying that the Ravens will be upset. So, on to the next game. Vikings versus Bengals.
I have a feeling our opinions will be different here as well. Maybe. I'm not sure yet, though.
Okay. I'm not sure. But who went first last time? You were the one because you predicted the upset. I'm going to go with the classic thing. I think Dalvin Cook's going to have an insane year this year, and I think so is Justin Jefferson. I have the Vikings. Oh, I'm so sorry. I clicked that way too soon. I have the Vikings in this one. I don't know what the score is going to be. I feel like it's going to be close. It's going to be a low scoring game. I think like 21-17 or like, you know, something like that, like 21-20, 23-20, just something really, really close. But I think at the end, the Vikings come out with the W right here.
Well, Joey football returns along with Joey running back, Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow. They combine to make an absolute sick duo along with T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. They have an underrated offense. Their defense is lackluster, don't get me wrong. But this is going to be a very high-scoring affair. Dalvin Cook is really good. Who do they got at Kirk Cousins? Yep. He's hit or miss. You never know. This game's in Cincinnati, so that gives up that home team advantage. You already know. So I think the Bengals win this one in a very high-scoring affair. I think they win this one 42-38.
Wow. Okay. That's very bold. My opinion, I just wanted to get this out of the way before we continue. I think Adam Thielen's going to have a very, very down year. He's getting up there in age. He's in his 30s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I just think Justin Jefferson is going to take over the role that Adam Thielen had. And I don't think that Adam Thielen's going to be a bad wide receiver by any means this year. I just think he's not going to be as good and since he was in past years, if that makes any sense. Like he's going to be worse than he was in past years.
Agreed.
Swallowing my words here. Don't know what I'm trying to say. It looks like Hunter does also agree with me that the Vikings are going to win this football game. So with that being said, the Vikings are going to improve to 1-0 in our little predictor. But going out of next game, Seahawks versus Colts in Indianapolis. Who do you got?
In Indianapolis. Love home teams, obviously, as you can see by most of my picks here. But I do have the Seahawks in this game. Russell Wilson comes back. Didn't have the greatest year last year.
Well, he did. He had an MVP type caliber season before. Like
I understand that, but his team could most definitely play better.
Yeah.
They did not play up to their potential last year. There was trade talks over the offseason of Russell Wilson, yada, yada. They've overcome that. They've come together. DK Metcalf is like 10'6". He weighs about 200 pounds and is chiseled to the core. So the Seahawks win this game 21.
He said chiseled to the core. I've never heard that one. Colts at home. I'm also a big time guy on the home team. I might not show just due to the fact of the away teams here that I've chosen, but I think home field advantage is going to be huge this year, especially with fans coming back. And I'm also going to continue with that statement right there. I think the Colts win this one, probably 28-24. Like, it's going to be a very, very close game. I can also see them winning like 31-28. It's going to be a field goal difference. It's going to be a field goal difference. I like your opinion on the Seattle Seahawks coming back after kind of a rough year. I also do think that they're going to be the worst team in the NFC West because there's a lot of very, very good teams there.
I honestly think the Rams, even with Matthew Stafford, is a great core. No, I'll wait for that to the last. I'll get to that later.
Okay, because we can talk about that at the last pick too with the Rams.
Yeah.
But I think the Colts here win a very close one. I think their defense is going to be outstanding this year. I think Carson Wentz is going to prove a lot of people wrong under a new regime in the Colts. That's if he will come back week 1. I think he is expected to. Same thing as Quentin Nelson, as they both suffered the same foot injury.
Quentin Nelson, in my opinion, is the best offensive lineman in the NFL.
Oh, there's no questions asked. I don't think anybody compares to him. He's an absolute animal.
Yeah.
I think you can somewhat compare Trent Williams, Corey Linsley, Frank Ragnow. You can compare those type of guys to him, but Quentin Nelson's an animal, especially down in the stretches.
Yeah.
But even though I picked the Colts, Hunter has a different story. He picks Seattle. Majority rules. Seattle improves to 1-0 on the road. In my opinion, what's going to be the second game of the week? I think
this is my favorite game on the schedule that I've seen.
Oh, 100%. And it's going to be at 1:00. I'm going to be at the Lions game, so I can't watch it. That's tragic.
Ooh, look at you.
I know. That sucks. But I'm obviously probably just going to be watching on the phone because I think Herbert's in one of my fantasy leagues and he's my quarterback. So, did you go last? First?
Yeah, I went first last. Yeah,
okay. My opinion, Herbert isn't going to leave anything from last season. He's just going to transfer it over to this season, and he's going to improve even more. I have the Chargers in this one. I hate to say it because I'm really, really big fan of the football team. I think they're going to do well this year. But in game 1, they're going to go 0-1 and lose to the Chargers. What's your opinion?
Me and you started off hot by going for 4 for 4, and now we're going 0 for 4 here. I also have a Washington player on my fantasy team, but it's not just a certain player. It's a defense. I got the Washington defense on my fantasy team. So, in my opinion, Washington is a very good defensive team. It'll be a very low-scoring affair. 14-13, my final. Washington wins this game. They don't have a great offense. They got Terry McLaurin, right? Isn't that his name?
Yep, Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel, if I'm not mistaken. Both Ohio State natives at the same time. They both played.
Ohio State still sucks. Give me the Washington.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I just realized this. There's 3 big-time players on the Washington football team that are from Ohio State. Chase Young, and Curtis Samuel.
Yep.
That's crazy. Shows you how much athletes they produce into the NFL, especially with Clemson and Alabama up there too. Ohio State can't produce a quarterback to save their lives. Other than Justin Fields.
Whatever. All right, just continue.
Yeah.
Stop talking about them.
Hunter also chose the Chargers this week. Not chose. There we go. There's correct English. The Chargers went away. What'd you say?
He's going to choose them.
Yes, choosing. Chargers win away in where do they play again? Isn't it like Maryland or something like that? At the football team playing?
I think they play at FedEx Field.
Yeah, no, FedEx Field. I thought it was in Maryland.
It's in like Landover, Virginia, I think.
Something
it's like right
that.
on one of the borders, yeah.
Something crazy. But the Chargers are going to win at that stadium at FedEx Field. And we're going to continue on to the next week, which I think this is a no-brainer. But you're going to start off with.
I got the Jet. No, I'm kidding. I don't have the Jets here. The Panthers. I love Zach Wilson. But the Jets are the Jets. They still blank and suck. So I got the Panthers 31-14.
I also have the Panthers here, but I don't think it's going to be 31-14. I think it's going to be 35-10. I have the Panthers.
Well, I trust in Zach Wilson's arm and his legs to make plays in some sort of manner to put up some sort of point, but not much at all.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do really, really like Zach Wilson. I think I was a bit more down on him going into the draft, but I think in the preseason, he kind of proved himself a little bit to be a better quarterback than I thought he was going to be. But I think Sam Darnold's going to have his first revenge game. He has the revenge game at the start of the season, and he's going to ball out. Panthers win this one, my opinion, in your opinion, and also Hunter's opinion. Panthers win in week 1 at home. And now we're going into another amazing game. 2 great teams with both having a top 10 player in the league on each team.
You think this game's going to be close?
Yes. I think it's
I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be close. I think it's 24-21 Titans favor.
That is a really close football game, ain't it?
Yes. But you say it's not. What's the score going to be? And who's going to win?
Titans win this football game. I already know Hunter's picking the Titans because he
100%.
lives in Tennessee. Titans are very good. Derrick Henry is like the reincarnation of LaDainian Tomlinson. So I'm definitely taking the Titans here. 38-21.
Okay.
17-point victory.
I think we can both agree on Hunter's prediction, 100-0. Titans win. But I think we all have in favor of the Titans here. Close or not, Titans win the football game in week 1 against the Cardinals, which I think the Cardinals have a very tough schedule this year, in my opinion. Same thing with the Browns and the Chiefs. They all have very, very tough schedules. With the Bills too, they have a schedule. But now we're going to good teams to not so good teams. I think the Broncos stun the Giants week 1.
Really?
I don't think you guys can go back and you guys can mark my word too. You can pull up the clip. I did say Daniel Jones was going to be a stud, but my mind has changed from 3 months. The Broncos stunned Daniel Jones, and Teddy Bridgewater has a very, very good week 1. The Broncos win it.
What's the score?
I'm going to have to go 13-7. I don't think it's going to be a big time scoring game on each side. Because is Saquon Barkley even going to be on track to come back week 1?
Yeah, he's supposed to.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. I'll be the first to admit I did not hear that. At that point, I'll probably say 20-7 or 20-10, something like that. I don't think Barkley's going to help him out that much because the Broncos defense is still pretty good. Like, I'm not saying it's horrendous, but it's not good. Like the football team or the Steelers, like defenses like that. But it's an average defense. And I think the Broncos will pull away. What about you? What's your opinion?
I think the Broncos are dog blank, and it's going to be 20-7 Giants.
Okay. And for the tiebreaker, hold on. Hunter also has the Broncos with me as the Broncos go on to win week 1.
We talk about home field advantage. We've only picked 4 home teams.
Yeah, we really have. Wow. It sucks. Broncos win it.
Well, anyways, we already know this pick. It's going to be the Buccaneers.
We don't even have to talk with it. Hunter's got the Bucs. Wait, does he?
I don't know. I don't got the list.
Yeah, okay, he does. He said
All
Bucs and Dallas. I didn't know I didn't see Cowboys on the losing side. I'm like, oh no. Did he actually pick the Cowboys to win?
No, we don't even need to give a score to this game. It'll be a 2+ possession score.
Nah, that's an understatement, bro. It's gonna be like a 5 possession game, bro. Tom Brady's gonna torch this team, man. He's gonna torch them.
All right, I can definitely also.
There you go. Bro, I think the Bucs put up more than 40 points this week. Week 1, Thursday Night Football.
I think my final score prediction is 56-14.
I can see something. I don't think the I don't think the Cowboys are going to score that little. I think they're probably going to put up like 21 because you have to admit if Prescott's playing, he's not bad. And you also have to have Ezekiel Elliott, Mari Cooper. Like they have good weapons on offense. It just does not compare to the Bucs, who brought back every single starter from the Super Bowl team. Like I'm not joking. Like all 22 starters are back playing for the Bucs this year. Bucs blow them out. It's not even going to be close. Well, I think we can say the same for the Jaguars and Texans and Eagles versus Falcons. Very, very horrible teams here. Same thing with the Giants and Broncos. I do think Jalen Hurts comes off and wins the first game of the year. I
do too. I agree with that statement. I 100% agree with that statement.
I have the Eagles in this one, 24-14.
I also have the Eagles, but I have a little bit more high, 31-20.
Hunter does have the Falcons, but majority rules. Eagles win the football game. I don't care about
his opinion, so yeah. I think we already know which way we're going to pick this. The logical person picks whoever the San Francisco team is, but the intellectual, advanced person knows deep down the Honolulu Blue is going to pull this out for the true Blue.
I think Dan Campbell. Okay. I was looking at this stat the other day. Any other given day, I'd pick the Niners in this one because I don't think the Lions roster is anywhere near the Niners at all, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
We got some work to do, but I like the way where things are going. But I looked at the stat. I think like the Niners came to play week 1 against NFC North teams like 19 times in like their whole entire existence. And they've only won 2. They've only won 2 games coming to play the NFC North in game 1. So that's obviously got to be advantage. We talk about
that's 2-17. If for those that don't know out there, that's 2-17. It's a little over 11%.
Yeah, it's just plain out not good. I'm telling you right now, the fans are going to be going crazy. I bet that the Lions are going to sell out that stadium week 1. I'm going to be there, my seat, cheering on Dan Campbell, MCDC, the Hawk. Goff, Swift. Oh, I cannot wait. I honestly cannot wait. The Lions stun the Niners week 1. And I don't think Nick Bosa is on track to be coming back week 1. They said that he might not be there.
Which would be a very beneficial thing for the Detroit Lions.
Yes. Very big. And we don't know who's starting at quarterback week 1 for the Niners either. Is it going to be Trey Lance or is it going to be Jimmy G? You know?
They might both play. Who knows?
Yeah, they might put Garoppolo in first quarter. You know, Okuda gets 7 picks. Penei Sewell comes in on defense to play D tackle, sacks him 4 times. Then they put Trey Lance in, and then the same thing happens.
Bingo.
I remember I think we drafted Penei Sewell, and you said he's going to go down as the best player of all time. He's going to play offense, defense, and special teams.
100%. He's going to put up 6 sacks, 6 touchdowns, 6 pancakes, and 4 PATs.
Yes.
That's my Denise Will prediction of the week.
Yes. Best player in the NFL. Lions win this game. I think Hunter picked the Niners, if I'm not mistaken. Lions win week 1. They improved to 1-0 in their division. Well, we're going to go on to another NFC North division game. Packers versus the Saints for the first time without Drew Brees in a very, very
the Saints are not in the NFC North, so that is
I said the Packers. I said another NFC North team.
All right, I got you. I was about to say, you losing your marbles there, big guy?
Somewhat.
in this game, I have the Packers. They still have Aaron Rodgers, who is an excellent quarterback. Devontae Adams is still on their roster. Aaron Jones is still in their backfield. David Bakhtiari still wears the number 69. Give me the Packers.
Hey, he's not playing. I think he's out till week 6, if I'm not mistaken.
He still wears number 69. Doesn't matter if he's playing.
Best number in football, changed my mind. Packers win week 1. All 3 of us choose it. I hate to say it, but I think Aaron Rodgers is going to give it his all this last year. Same thing with Devontae Adams.
Well, it's contract years for both of them as well.
Yes, and if they both really want to get paid big money, because I don't care if the Packers win the Super Bowl this year, they're both leaving. They both are. They hate it in Green Bay. The situation in Green Bay is going to get really bad real quick. I have the Packers winning away. I think this is a 425 game. Yep. on Sunday. But guess what? We have the Sunday night football game that we were mentioning at the start of the video where that should have been the Browns versus the Chiefs. It's the Bears versus the Rams. Matt Stafford is hosting the Bears. Both teams have new quarterbacks. Both teams do. Both teams have a lot of changes on offense and defense. But who comes out with the win in Sunday Night Football? Arguably the biggest primetime game of the years.
Yeah. I think Matthew Stafford, great player. I think he loses in his first game.
Wow. You're taking another away team here to win this football game.
Oh, home field advantage don't matter in LA, bro. Bears fans are nuts.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm going to have to go the opposite way. I think the Rams beat the Bears here. I think it's going to be a close game. But I also think it's going to be a little bit on a higher scoring side. I'm going to go 31-24. Matt Stafford beats an old NFC North rival to become 1-0 in his trip away from the Lions in a Super Bowl campaign year. I'm not saying the Rams.
I think the Rams do not live up to the hype. People get injured. People don't play as well. I think they don't even make the playoffs this year. That's just my bold prediction.
Honestly, I cannot complain and argue you differently due to the fact they don't have a great running back. Cam Akers was a beast last year, and I think everybody can agree with that. Who's watching, me and you can both mutually. I cannot
mutually,
right
virtually agree.
Yeah, we agree on that Cam Akers was an outstanding running back. And in my opinion, Sony Michel is not going to live up to Cam Akers. Okay.
No, 100% he won't. And they play in the world's toughest division.
Yes.
So
I think this is the toughest division I think any football fan has ever seen, ever.
Yeah.
It's insane.
You could be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you could have 6 losses in the division. I mean,
it's just going to be tough. I don't think any team will go over 500 in this division competing against each other. I'm not saying I think the Niners are honestly going to come out on top. That's just my opinion. But I don't think that they're going to win. I don't think they're going to go undefeated in divisional games. I think they honestly go 3-3. I think every single team does. Because it's just so equally based. Like I said, it's just such a hard division. But onto this, Hunter also does have the Rams. Rams win in Sunday Night Football as Matt Stafford gets a W. And wow, does it feel good to be back with football. That was awesome.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Yes. This is our week 1 record predictions. Obviously, we're back, hopefully on a constant weekly basis. We're going to try to push you out a weekly, record prediction. We also want to get some college football stuff in here. The MLB season's coming to an end. That means playoffs. That means World Series. And also with that means the NBA is coming back too. So is NHL. This is a great time to be a sports fan, right in the fall.
Absolutely.
Yes. So I think that wraps everything up for week 1. Clearly, it does not look like playoff predictors is working because it has the Steelers, the number 1 team in the AFC, at 0-1 when it probably should be the Bills. But yeah, I think that was good. All right.
I think it wraps it up.
I think that wraps it up. Any more things that you need to state out at all, or you're all good?
The Lions might go 17-0.
Lions 17-0. MCDC. The thing is, they're just going to be crowned Super Bowl champions at the end of the year due to the fact that they bit every single player's kneecaps off.
Bingo.
There you go. Lions 17-0. Super Bowl 2021 confirmed. Jared Goff and Penei Sewell, greatest players of all time.
Exactly.
Yes. All right. Make sure to go hit the subscribe button. It only takes 2 seconds. And if you feel like in the future you don't want to be subscribed anymore, just unclick it. It's free. Make sure to go hit all the links down below with our social medias, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. I might just put the link tree down there because it might be easier, but I don't know. Depending on what I do, just go click it. Go look at them. We post more in there, but also we're going to start posting on YouTube more. Other than that, I think that wraps everything up. and it's good to be back. That's all I got to say. It's good to be back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
All right, everyone. We'll catch you guys in the next video. I think you guys are getting this Monday, so you guys will probably see a video closer to the weekend for college football. Other than that, signing off here is Locker Room Media. Have a good one.